Ann Kaplan from Mom Me, your mama resource from conception to college. Wherever you are on your mothering journey, we are here for you. And this week I am so excited because we are talking about Living Abroad Week. We are talking about what is it like to live abroad with kids? How do you know if you want to do it? What are the things you need to think about? What are the things you shouldn't even try to think about? And that's what I want to talk about today, because we are living in Spain right now for this whole year, and we're actually even thinking about staying for a whole nother year, maybe, we'll see. It's really hard to make these big decisions like that, but I want to talk to you guys about how we were able to make this happen. And I hear constantly from people when they find out that we're living in Spain. First of all, they're surprised because I work so much with Americans. Almost all my clients are American, and I have no trouble working with Americans even though I'm in Spain because of amazing technology that makes that possible. But the second thing I hear all the time when I talk about living abroad is, oh my God, I'm so jealous. Oh my gosh, I wish I could do that. You guys, my biggest message to you today is like, don't be jealous, just do it. I think a lot of people look at me and my family and they think, oh, it must be nice that you guys can live in Spain. You must have a lot of money that you can just take a year off of work. You must be, have this amazing jobs or whatever like that. And the truth is, first of all, that we're not taking time off of work. The second truth is it's actually cheaper for us to live here than it was for us to live in Spain, in the US. We're saving a ton of money. And the other thing is there's nothing special about me or my husband that we are living in Spain. There's literally nothing different or weird about us. We don't have like exotic jobs. We don't have a buttload of money. We don't have any of those things. But what we do have is, and we made a decision. About 2 years before we moved here, we decided that we were going to move here. We decided, we planned it, we put it on the calendar, and we spent the 2 years leading up to our trip here getting ready, setting the wheels in motion to make that happen. And that is what you guys need to do. That is literally the only thing that you need to think about. So, when you're arranging to live abroad, there's a million things to consider. Things like, will my kids go to school? Will I work? Will I be taking time off? How do we get visas? What effect is this going to have on my kids? Is it going to be good for them? Is it going to be bad for them? Is it going to traumatize them? What about the language? Well, should we move somewhere that has a foreign language, or should we move somewhere that speaks the same language as we do? Those are all things that you should definitely think about once you decide that you want to live abroad. But you should not think about any of those things when you're deciding if you want to do it. The only thing you need to decide or think about when you're making the decision if you want to live abroad or not is, do I want to do it? Is this an experience that sounds good to me? Is this an experience that I think would be amazing and transformative and totally worth it and all that stuff? And if the answer to that question is yes, you don't need to think about any of those other things. I really encourage you that if you have this desire and pull to try doing this kind of thing, make the commitment to do it, because once you've made the commitment, you will solve and answer all of the questions about school, about work, about visas, about which country, about the language, about emotional preparation, all of that stuff. Those things will fall into place. So when I hear people saying all the time, like, oh, I'm so jealous that you're living in Spain. Well, don't be. It's totally possible for you to live here. And the only reason you don't is because you didn't choose to yet. So there's nothing special about me. I promise anybody can do this. And is it hard? Hell yeah, it's hard. It is super hard, you guys, every single day. I cry all the time here. But I love it. I would never change it. I am so glad that I am doing it. And people before we moved here asked me over and over again, what is the thing you're most looking forward to in living in Spain? And, is it going to be seeing the Prado or going to Madrid or seeing the La Sagrada Familia or something like that? And honestly, the thing I said every time is like, the thing I am most looking forward to is the first word of Spanish that comes out of my kid's mouth. And that is still my favorite thing, is watching my kids speak Spanish. ¿Verdad?
Sí.
¿Te gusta hablar español ahora? ¿Fue difícil? Sí, poquito, bastante.
Sí.
Pero ahora, ¿cómo te llamas?
Está.
¿Y cuántos años tienes?
4.
4, sí. La semana última fue tu cumple, ¿sí? Sí, verdad.
Sí.
It's amazing. It is totally worth it. If you have even just one tiny desire to explore or push yourself or experience another country or give that gift to your kids, don't stifle it. Go with it, and you'll figure out all the details later. And people ask me all the time for all the nitty-gritty of how we did it, and I'm happy to share our story. But honestly, the biggest and most important thing is to just choose it. Just do it, you guys. Make a commitment. You'll solve all that other stuff later. But trying to make plans based on the how and the what is never going to work. You need to focus on your why. You need to focus on who you want to be. The why and the who are the things that are going to lead you to the right choices. Sí. ¿Y qué quieres decir ahora? Como adiós.
Adiós.
Y gracias para escuchar.
Adiós.
Adiós.